Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's class, we are going to discuss about what is SOC roles and responsibilities. So, before knowing roles and responsibilities, we wanted to know what is SOC. Well, let's get started. What is SOC? So, SOC is nothing but Security Operations Center. SOC stands for Security Operations Center. So here, why do we need SOC in organizations? So take an example. So you are using, it's a generic example. You are using your own Wi-Fi with this Wi-Fi is connected to internet and you are accessing some applications in the internet. Okay. So like this is a server. So from that server, you're fetching all the details to your router and this router will give you the exact results. Here, this internet is a public thing. So in this public, not only you, there are billions of people who are using internet. They all will be transferring their data from one place to another place by using internet. So in this internet, there are lots of hackers also present. So let us assume there is a hacker in this internet. So he will sniff your network and he will observe your network patterns, like what type of data you are sending into the internet, what you are receiving into your network. Then he will understand that and he will spoof your network and he will send his own replies to your computer. Then his main target will be achieved. For example, a network has been sending, like for example, in general, you are sending a login ID credentials to login Amazon. Okay. At this time, a hacker has been present in your network sniffing. He has observed that ID password and he noted that ID password. For example. So now he can directly log in your credentials into the Amazon portal and he can do anything. He can purchase or he can use your Amazon Pay later also. There you will getting a loss of credit card bills. So he can purchase anything in the Amazon by using your pay letter. Not only this single application, you can use it for any type of examples. So at this moment, you need a security operations center to your network to observe what type of data is going outside, what type of data is coming inside. So this security operations center helps you to analyze the data which you're sending and receiving. So let's take another example. This is a generic example which we have taken in through home. Let's go in the perspective of organization or any industry. Okay. So we know that Elon Musk, who has started Tesla. So let us assume this is an organization of Tesla. So this is an internet. This is a Tesla Cybertruck. Okay. Who is using? So these are the Tesla servers. So this part is right now empty. We will take with SOC operations or without SOC operations with this example. So let us assume this space is empty without security operations center in Tesla. So Tesla has released a Cybertruck. It should be connect with their servers through internet. So to drive automate. So we know that Tesla is a automation driving examples of cars. At this moment, if a hacker has been placed between the internet and the servers, so here in the internet, a hacker has been placed. He observing or sniffing both the user who is driving and the server related activity. He's totally sniffing about this all activity and he has observed each and everything. After that, the hacker started doing activity on this car. Like this car is automatically driving itself. At this moment, hacker tried to do it was going forward. He can do for it is going as a backward. For example, a driving Tesla Cyber is going one way direction. He can move it into backward as well as uh, double word side. So like this type of attacks should not be occurred in our daily lives. So to reduce these type of attacks, we took a security operations center in each and every organization. So here the SOC team will sit and they all will collect connected to a SIM tool with all the existing devices in the organization. After that, they will observe incoming and outgoing traffic of that organization. So whenever a hacker tries to do these type of attacks, security team will take it as a critical severity and he will or the team will block those type of attacks or they will block those hackers IPs or their applications into the organizations or servers. This is how SOC came into the market. So I guess you all have understood about what is SOC and why we need this SOC. So now we will quickly discuss or jump into the topic of what roles and responsibilities will present in the SOC. Okay. So the roles and responsibilities of SOC. There is an L1, L2, L3. These three types of levels will be present. On the above of this all levels, there is a security operations team manager will be there. Among all these members, there is a SOC director or chief information security officer will be present after them. Okay, he's the highest and higher position in the SOC. So the least one or the lowest one of the security operations center is L1, level 1 analyst. After that, a little bit higher level of access will be there to the level 2. And after that, level 3, who is lead, who is handling all the SOC shifts and handover time and also SOC activities by this L3. Above this L3, there is a manager. Above this, either director or CISO. Like this, from lowest level to highest level, the SOC roles will be present. So we have successfully completed the roles. So these are the 5 to 6 types of roles will be present in the security operations center. Let us move. Each and every role has their own responsibilities to complete their SOC operations. At this moment, Security Operations Center, we have SOC L1 analyst, which we can call him level 1 analyst. So, for example, before going to this topic, I wanted to clear three things. What is MSSP? What is internal SOC? And what is hybrid SOC? Okay, so I wanted to clear this topic. After that, you can easily understand these responsibilities of each and every analyst. So, for example, we will talk about MSSP, which we can call them as Managed SOC Service Provider. So here, TCS is a company who is having SOC team, okay, in TCS. But TCS purchased a Splunk or Sentinel. Okay. So now TCS SOC team will be using this Splunk or Sentinel, any of the tool. Now TCS have different clients. Those who opted for the SOC like Dell, HP, Deloitte, these type of companies are opted for the SOC team through TCS. So TCS is the company who is providing the SOC service to the different companies are called managed SOC service providers. So I guess you got this topic. So we can say simply that managed SOC service providers are middleman of the client and the vendor who has taken the product and who has provided the service to some other companies. Okay. So let us go into the internal SOC. So now we will discuss about internal. Internal SOC. So TCS is the company who is having SOC team. They are opted their own product or they have taken any of the service. This is own product of their own SIM tool or it is any of the Splunk, Cisco Splunk or Sentinel, any of that. So this SOC team only monitors TCS activity through internal, it is called internal SOC. So now we are discussing hybrid SOC. Okay. One who, for example, this is a TCS company. They're having own product and they will provide services. So we have discussed earlier that MSSP and internal. So the combination of both is product and service of MSSP and internal is called hybrid. So how hybrid works? So TCS company has their own product, some SIM tool, they will give to their own clients. And some of the clients doesn't wants to afford the SOC team and they'll directly give it to the TCS SOC team to monitor the service. And also TCS give their product as service to some other companies as this product you people use, you can give some other clients to monitor. Like this, hybrid occurs. So let's jump into the responsibilities of each and every analyst in the SOC team. So let's head over here where we have stopped. So I hope you all people have been completed or understand MSSP internal and hybrid. So if you understand these three topics, now we can jump into the L1. What is L1? Level 1 analyst in the SOC. So in the SOC, there are two types of services. One is service and one is product. So when a analyst will come into their shifts, so as SOC is a 24 cross 7 into 365 business function, it will be having different shifts. According to the shifts, the people will come into the operations. At this moment, L1 analysts will come into their shift and they'll log in into their own tools like their office applications and sim tools. After that, they will take handover what previous shift has been done and what their shift needs to be done. These type of handover points they will mention. After that, they will start monitoring their alerts in their own shift. When it comes to the product, log into the tools is as usual. Handover is also as usual when it comes to some tasks. So what here the task would be? So here in the product, they will having some tasks like to create this type of uh, data, or you need to create something, or you need to remove some logs. For example, don't mind that the client has been reached to the product development team, and these people have asked that I need 15 minutes of logs to the firewall. At this moment, the L1 analyst will take the task and he will perform the task and he will give it to the either client, or if it is takes more time, he will keep it is in progress or open or pending. He will give it to the next shift. Alerts also as usual, they will monitor. And preparing advisory. Here, advisory. What is an advisory? So, for example, FortiGate Firewall has released a new version of their patches, new version. So in the previous version, they are having some bugs. To cover those bugs, they have released the patches of the bugs or any of the new malware occurred into the market. These type of things, they will prepare a draft. After that, elder analyst will take over that advisories. So here they will check their own tool log status. For example, I was monitoring to the Deloitte company. I need to check whether the firewall logs are occurring or not, whether the Windows logs are occurring or not, Azure logs occurring or not, so and so. All the types of data occurring into the SIM tool or not. The first preference would be that. Now, we will move into the responsibilities of level 2 analyst. So level 2 analyst having L1 activities of, so level 2 analyst having all the level 1 activities. Along with that, he is having extra activities like to create dashboards and charts. What are dashboards and charts? So for example, I wanted to check how many fail logins occurred from a user. So in generic an example, Deloitte is a company is present only in India. When some user has been logged from Pakistan. So if a user has been logged from Pakistan, there doesn't have any business functions from the Pakistan. Why the user logged in from Pakistan? whether the user has been continuously fail logins and after that one successful login, or after some successful logins in India, it will be having some fail login from Pakistan. These type of analysis we can directly take from the logs and we can create pie chart, bar chart, line chart, or tables in the dashboards and charts. After that, they will create different types of rules. So they are having requirement of like a person said that the manager said that like create a RDP connection rules. So whenever incoming or outgoing going of RDP connections, for example, whenever the private IP or a public IP occurs with event logon code of 3389. So 3389 is a RDP connection. So whenever this hits either public or private, incoming or outgoing traffic through this, we need to generate an alert. After that, we will analyze accordingly to that alert. And also they will prepare reports of every week and every month. What are these reports? So in a particular week, they are having 250 alerts. In that, how many alerts are closed? How many alerts are open? How many alerts are in progress? How many are pending? Due to which reason they have kept pending. These all things they need to create a visualization charts and dashboard they will provide to their managers or their particular person who has to be they need to send. Same process here. All the product level one analyst having their own responsibilities like what L1 analyst has there. They will also create dashboards and charts. They will also create some rules. Here, they will also create weekly reports. Okay. So now it comes to bug findings. What is bug finding? So for example, you have kept a 24-hour time range. In the time range, when you run the query, it automatically takes to the 12-hour and it gives the 12-hour result only. So here it is a bug. They need to raise a ticket to the development team to resolve this issue. So these type of bugs also they will find. And also when it comes to parsing issues, in generic example or very known example, we can take whenever we get logs in the IP address, it should give either public IP like 194 or 167 or anything of public IP or private, any kind of IP. In place of IP, it shows any text. It is an parsing issue. It doesn't make sense. If IP should be occurred in the logs, that IP only shows the IP value only, not any text. These type of parsing issues, they will send it to the data engineering team. In each and every simple product, there is a data engineering team will be present. They will analyze these errors or parsing issues in their tool and they will fix it. Apart from that, all the issues, they will raise the tickets. So you need to have an idea of ticketing tool and also advisory validating. As I said that L1 analyst will create an advisory and move forward to the L2 people. Now these L2 people will validate those advisory. What needs to be improved, what needs to be added, what needs to be removed. These type of things they will observe and they will forward it to leads, L3 people. So here we have discussed L2 responsibilities. And now when it comes to L3. So L3 people having both L1, L2 activities. Along with that, they will manage all the L1, L2, L3 people's all the activities. So nothing much in this service, but the work will be there. When it comes to product, same as usual, L1, L2 activities, and they needs to manage. Apart from that, they need to take calls. If they are gives any product to any particular company, in each and every week, every month, they will have calls. In this particular month we have done this, in this particular week we have done this. They will represent their SOC activities to the clients. Along with that, he will observe platform issues, whether the platform is running fine as expected. So if I run any query, it is giving accurate results or not. These type of platform issues also they will take. Along with that, they will take governance calls. What is governance calls? So in each and every company, there is a governance team or governance call occur each and every week or bi-weekly or monthly. What this governance call occurs? Why it occurs? Founder, CEO, head of each team, up to leads, they will join in these calls. Each and every team, they will represent their tool issues or what challenges they are facing in monitoring the SOC or they are developing in a tool. These type of activities they will mention in that call and they need to resolve in front of founder or CEO itself. Now, what is advisory approval? So L1 people has been prepared, L2 people has been validated, and L3 people will check all the things has been perfect or not. If it is not perfect, they will revert back to the L2 people and needs to change these changes. They will back to L1 people, you need to change this thing. Then it comes to validity. Again, it comes to the approvals. From this, they will give approval and they will send their clients about this new updates. This is how L3 people will manage their responsibilities. Apart from that, we are having SOC managers. SOC managers will manage all L1, L3 in both product and service. They will give advices and they will write some different rules or difficult rules which will help to the detect new incidents in the SIM tool, and they will take their own organization calls and service, and they are the backbone of the SOC. And here, when it comes to the product, they have to take their own calls inside the organization calls as well as client calls. They needs to resolve all the issues of platform and the SOC. And here also they are backbone of the SOC. So whenever the manager is the backbone of each and every SOC. Along with that, escalation matrix. What is this escalation matrix? For example, when an incident occurs, it was not a known incident. So you have analyzed that it is a malware. So you have taken particular actions, but you need to reach out to the some particular people it was occurred. So you need to reach at first point of contact to whom, or to second. After reaching this, there is no response, to whom you need to reach at second point of contact. After this, if these two were not response, you need to third person. Like this, they will give escalation matrix whether Excel sheet or through in the platform itself. They will display the escalations to whom you need to give this concern regarding this issue. It kind of any issue, not only incident only. It kind of any issue. So now the role of director or CISO, Chief Information Security Officer. He will manage all the levels of his down, like all level 1, 2, 3, and manager. Along with that, he will focus on the tool is working on perfect or not, and he will test as well as he will focus on more security cells, and he will decide how the architecture should be and how secure this architecture should be. These type of things CISO will handle. CISO will observe each and everything in the SOC. This is how we have uh, take roles and responsibilities in SOC. So the summary of this is we have discussed what is SOC, why we need SOC, okay, and also L1, L2, L3, manager, and CISO. These levels of roles and responsibilities we have discussed. Along with that, we have wind up this session from here. If you like the session, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If anyone of your friends and family are willing to learn cybersecurity, you can refer our channel. Thanks for joining. Signing off, Black Hat Commando.